Idol yan sa ni Mike. Idol yan si Mike. Idol po kayo.
Mike, congratulations. Yes, beautiful. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, brother.
I'm going to support you.
He's obviously not the same Pacquiao that fought me, that fought the greats. I wish him the best. Be careful up there. You know, he's not young like he used to be, but I'm sure he still has that power. So anything can happen, but yeah, just be careful.
Thank you, Oscar.
Two legends, one gym, and a sparring session so intense it had people outside thinking there was an earthquake. Mike Tyson just went full beast mode on Manny Pacquiao, and no one saw it coming. But don't get it twisted. This wasn't a grudge match, it was all business. Because guess what? Manny Pacquiao is back. That's right, the PacMan is officially launching a comeback. And who's helping him sharpen the blades? None other than Iron Mike himself. Let's break down how this unexpected duo came together, why Tyson is suddenly stepping into the role of full-on fight coach, and what Pacquiao's return could mean for the entire fight world. First things first, Pacquiao is in training mode. For real, this isn't some charity exhibition. This isn't a 6-round light touch. We're talking real opponent, real preparation, real stakes. And the name on the table right now? Mario Barrios.
What's up, guys? So it looks like Manny Pacquiao is going to return thanks to Happy Punch putting out this information. Go check them out on Twitter or X. It says WBC president announces Mario Barrios, hopefully I'm saying that right, will defend his welterweight title against Manny Pacquiao in July. So Manny Pacquiao is returning and automatically getting a title shot. That doesn't seem like a fair thing to happen, but I guess that's what we're going to get. I haven't watched Manny Pacquiao in a few years. Like, I don't remember. I didn't watch his last couple of fights, and but I don't think he's getting older. And yeah, maybe he can beat this guy, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I thought he retired, and now he's coming back out. All these boxers are coming back out of retirement. Tyson Fury retired, and now he's wanting a rematch against the champ again for the third time. But here we go again. Another retired boxer coming back out of retirement for a title shot that they really don't deserve because they haven't been around boxing in a while. Like, comment, and share, guys. You know, support my channel. Shit, I can't speak. Holy crap. Anyways, bye, guys.
At 46, the legendary Manny Pacquiao is stepping back into the spotlight, set to face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title on July 19th in Las Vegas. Already hailed as one of the most epic comebacks in modern boxing, this isn't just a fight, it's a mission. Pacquiao, the only 8-division world champion in history, hasn't fought since his 2021 loss to Dennis Ugas. Many thought that was the end, but now he's rewriting his legacy. According to WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, Pacquiao's goal is simple: retire as a champion no matter the cost. This isn't just another fight, it's personal. It's legacy-defining. According to WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, Pacquiao's goal is clear: retire as a champion. That's the mission. And he's willing to risk everything to make it happen.
Nami-miss ko kasi yung boxing eh. Ito, exhibition. Okay lang, pag exhibition lang. Ano lang. Pero sa akin, siyempre, as a boxer, gusto mong mag-world champion ulit. But I'm happy naman ako kung ano yung maging future ko, ano yung pinapabaya ko sa Panginoon. Pagkalaban ako, hindi. No problem.
Pero sir, ano na ho ba? When we're leaving it out really open, from what may, or determined na tayo to return to the ring?
I cannot say determined na return, but if there's opportunity, then pwede. Pero kung wala ako, happy na ako mag-bring it unacceptable.
The fight is officially confirmed and will stream on PBC pay-per-view via Prime Video. While Pacquiao held off on making a formal announcement until after the Philippine elections on May 12th, his return is now undeniable. Backed by the full approval of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Pacquiao is reportedly in top fighting shape after months of intense private training, including customary sparring sessions and an exhibition bout against DKU.
147, kind of a weird spot right now. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao potentially facing Mario Barrios. What do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, it's a very contentious subject. Like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time.
But here's the twist: Pacquiao isn't training in the Philippines, and he's not working full-time with longtime coach Freddie Roach. Instead, he's been spotted in Los Angeles, grinding it out under the intense, unforgiving eye of none other than Mike Tyson. Let that sink in.
Pacquiao looks sensational with that fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao the night he fought.
Okay, sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Oh, excuse me?
No.
I hear you, Mike. What you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
Talk about here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rios.
In other words,
Why would a legend like Pacquiao, the only 8-division world champ in history, turn to Mike Tyson for help? It's simple. Tyson's been through the fire. He made a comeback from the shadows, stepped into the ring with Jake Paul at nearly 60, and proved he's still cut from a different cloth. Even though Paul got the decision, Tyson walked out with his pride, power, and legacy fully intact. No knockout, no shame, just pure warrior spirit. Pacquiao saw that and realized something. If Tyson can rewind time, maybe he can too. That's why Tyson's not just in the gym to hit pads, he's mentoring, pushing, and molding Pacquiao. Their sparring session? It was a war. Tyson cut the ring off like it was 1989, cornered Manny, and unloaded to the body. Pacquiao backed up a rare sight, but then struck back with lightning speed, landing a clean shot on Tyson's jaw. Tyson grinned. No ego, just fire and respect. This isn't about Tyson's legacy anymore. It's about building someone else's. He's evolving from Iron Mike to Mentor Mike, and taking Pacquiao under his wing might be his biggest project yet.
21 years ago, you won your first world title as a flyweight. What do you remember about that night? And did you ever expect that you'd be fighting 147 pounders, 154 pounders?
No, I never imagined that I can fight at 154 pounds against Margarito. When I started boxing, I will tell you this. I was 16 years old, and I'm applying a license for professional boxing. But they told me, where is your birth certificate? you cannot turn professional until you are 18 years old. Okay, 18 years old. And I said, I was 16 years old, and I said, I'm 18 years old, mom. I'm 18 years old. And then I just turning 18 years old December 17, and my fight is January 25, 1995. And then I just turning 18 years old. That's him, and then oh, where's your birth certificate? And that time we don't have email or email phone. So, oh, mom, can we just to follow the birth certificate, because I will get my birth certificate in Mindanao, which is far away in the province. So that's the story. And then but my fight, mom, is just this month. January 25, so I need to get the license, but the birth certificate will follow. And then to give me a license, okay, but I have a problem when before the fight. The minimum weight is 105, right? Yeah. 105 at the professional. But my weight is 98 pounds. 98? Wow. 98 pounds.
Wow. For your pro debut?
98 pounds. So
wow.
I have a problem. I have a problem because minimum weight is 105 pounds. And then my weight is 98 pounds.
What weight was the fight supposed to be at? 105?
105.
And you're 7 pounds under?
I'm 98 pounds. So I'm thinking, okay, I will put a heavy metal in my brief. Did you?
Did you make weight?
Yeah. Of course, I make weight. 4 or 5 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a lot. Did you ever show them your birth certificate? Did they ever ask you?
No, when I fought after the fight.
Are you really 38?
After the fight, the game management board, the commission, they forgot because they saw how I fight. Oh, they like me. They like, you're good, Paul. You're a good fighter. Thank you, mom. Thank you. And then they forgot my birth certificate. Yes.
Until today. Now they're looking for it.
They forgot my birth certificate. So that's why I turned professional at 16. At age of 17, I become Asian champion. And at age of 18, I become world champion. Age of 18. So that fight in Thailand.
What do you remember about winning that first title when you were 18 years old?
I was underdog. Nobody cheered for me because they think that I am a kind of opponent that should fight for the champion of Thailand, but I knock him out.
Wow.
Insiders say Tyson's doing more than just adding power to Pacquiao's punches. He's teaching him the art of psychological warfare. Ring control, pressure tactics, fight tempo, mental dominance, classic Tyson strategy. And if you think that doesn't apply to a southpaw like Manny, think again. That relentless Tyson-style pressure is tailor-made to neutralize slick counterpunchers like Mario Barrios. This isn't just a training camp, it's a calculated mission. Pacquiao wants redemption, and he believes Tyson's mind is the secret weapon. Word is, Tyson will be right there on fight night ringside or even in the corner, making sure Manny stays focused, aggressive, and unstoppable.
And what do you tell him now? He's going to be the 47th president. He's a big boxing fan.
Of course, supporting him of his administration.
Let's rewind for a second. Mike Tyson's recent clash with Jake Paul may have ended in a loss on the scorecards, but Tyson doesn't see it that way. On his podcast, he broke it down. Jake's got hands, but he didn't break me. I went to all the rounds. I made him work. I'm still a lion. In Tyson's mind, it wasn't a defeat, it was a statement.
This man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
What is your assessment of Jake Paul, the boxer?
A very good fighter.
Do you think he deserves respect from the public?
Absolutely.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
That fight gave Tyson a front row seat to what works and what doesn't in 2025. Now, he's bringing that hard-earned knowledge straight into Pacquiao's camp. Tyson isn't trying to make Manny fight like him. He's teaching him to think like him, and that's a crucial difference. It's the mindset, not the style, that could give Pacquiao a real edge against Barrios or anyone else. After their intense sparring session, insiders say Tyson pulled Manny aside and told him, "You still got it. But don't fight to prove something. Fight because you know something." And that's what this comeback is really about, not silencing critics, but reminding the world what greatness truly looks like. Once gym footage started leaking gritty clips, muted audio, wild exchanges, internet lost its mind. Reddit threads lit up, Twitter went into overdrive, and Instagram boxing pages got flooded with reactions. Pacquiao versus Tyson? Mike is coaching? One user called it the wildest thing I've seen all year. Even UFC stars jumped in. Conor McGregor tweeted, "That's some real fight energy. Respect to both legends." This wasn't just a sparring clip. It was a statement, a warning. The legends aren't done, they're just getting started.
If you be honest, Inoue is a lot better skilled fighter than Pacquiao at that time. A lot more complete. He's more complete of a fighter. Pacquiao is talented and he has ability, but Pacquiao's biggest thing is his heart. Like his heart, like that's what get him through a lot of shit. Cause you can hit Pacquiao will never let you know it, that he's affected by it, and he'll keep coming. But he coming at a volume and at a rate like Pacquiao set himself up for that to be knocked out like that by Marquez. So two different animals. Yeah, the stories are similar where they coming from lightweights and going up and beating shit up, but the skill set is way different.
Does Inoue have a chance to eclipse Manny Pacquiao, or eclipse his legacy?
Yeah, he do. Cause he gotta. Okay, so look, Inoue, I don't know how tall he is, but
Pacquiao isn't done, and with Tyson in his corner, he might be more dangerous than ever. At 46, he still looks shockingly sharp, both physically and technically. Recent training footage shows that his trademark in-and-out movement is as crisp as ever. He's still light on his feet, cutting angles with explosive lateral shifts, and unloading those relentless flurries that smother opponents inside the pocket. His hand speed? Still elite, not just for his age, but for any weight class. And it's not just about speed, it's the timing. Pacquiao still knows how to slip a jab and counter clean, how to bait a high guard and sneak a hook around it, and how to pivot mid-combo to open up blind spots. His conditioning is also top tier. He's consistently going hard in sparring with younger fighters, maintaining a high-volume output without slowing down. The cardio, the muscle memory, the fight IQ, it's all still there. Sure, reflexes naturally dip with age, but Manny's ability to read patterns, set traps, and use his southpaw stance to manipulate space gives him an edge that doesn't fade. Watching him now, you'd swear he never left. The explosiveness might be at 90%, but the experience? That's dialed up to 200.
There, Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, you know, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money. One, two, I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know, a fighter, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, you know, bigger fighter, knows how to, you know, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous.
Mario Barrios is no pushover. At 29, he's in his prime and coming off a high-profile appearance on the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson undercard, a major spotlight in today's fight game. Barrios boasts a solid 30-1 record in his last 4 fights and has only tasted defeat against top-tier talent like Gervonta Tank Davis and Keith Thurman. He's young, hungry, and battle-tested, exactly the kind of opponent who can turn a comeback into a war.
Mario, we got the win. How do you feel about your performance?
I felt all right about it. The eye, like, it made it hard to get my rhythm, to get my range down. But of course, you know, I'm gonna stay in there.
No excuses, but you know, being sick didn't help. Story on the right. Being sick with the flu didn't help. You got it done, baby.
But make no mistake, this moment belongs to Manny. He's not just stepping into the ring for a title. He's fighting to close the final chapter his way with gold around his waist and history clenched in his fists.
Last question, GH. It's rumored that Manny Pacquiao could possibly face Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao's 45 years old. What you think of that fight?
Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick. You know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios' ass. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might fuck around and beat Pacquiao up. I mean, not knock him out, but you know what I mean, beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like on some shit like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang, so I mean, why not? If he can make it happen.
And with Mike Tyson in his corner bringing heavyweight grit and fresh fight night wisdom from his own return against Jake Paul, this comeback might just be the boldest move of Pacquiao's legendary career.
Boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably not.
Do you think it's strange that he's coming off the couch and getting a title fight like that?
I think when you've achieved what he's achieved, you've always got the right to do things a little bit differently to others. And with all due respect, Barrios is not Boots, and Barrios is not Crawford. You know, and that's why, you know, we pushed the Conor Benn fight. Conor Benn, like, his best win is against Algieri or Van Heerden.
Let's keep it real. Boxing right now is messy. Too much talk, not enough action. Too many influencers, not enough real fighters. But when two legends like Tyson and Pacquiao link up, everything changes. They're not chasing clout. They're not in it for likes or viral clips. They're doing what they were born to do: fight, inspire, and remind the world what this sport is really about. So let's run it back. Mike Tyson went from knocking out legends to mentoring one. And Manny Pacquiao? He's not here for exhibitions or paydays. He's here for legacy, vengeance, and straight-up fireworks. That sparring session wasn't for show, it was a statement. The OGs aren't done yet. And if Mario Barrios is watching, he better start logging those miles, because Pacquiao's coming with Iron Mike in his corner, and this time, he's not playing. If you felt that, hit the like button, smash that subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Tyson and Pacquiao make this a full-time team? Or is the new generation just too fast, too sharp, too young? Let's talk about it. Catch you in the next one.